How's it going, everybody? I am the Texas Man. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the Texas Man channel. Also, please head over to Twitch and follow me at Douglas447, no caps, no spaces. And at the time of me making this video, I just finished beating Doom Eternal last night. I will tell you guys for a fact, I am so happy. I am so happy I'm done with the campaign. Because it was good. But getting to the end was like trying to get a 2000G achievement on Xbox Live. It was hard but rewarding. So I've already done a Doom Eternal first impressions video. I highly encourage you guys to check it out. So I may be covering things that I've already said in that video, and there may be things that I will cover in this video that are going to be talked about that my first impressions video didn't. So these are going to be things that I want to talk about primarily after I did my first hour and a half playthrough of the game, and that's what my first impression video was about. This is going to cover up everything else that's in the game, both positive and negative. And so I'm going to start out with positives, and then I will go right into the negatives. And I'm going to let you guys know this video is probably going to be a little long because I've got pages of notes that I took while playing this game. So I'm not even sure exactly what I want to score this game, so I'm going to make up my mind at the end of this video once I'm done talking. So, yeah. So, let's get right into positives. First of all, it was really cool to see demons fighting each other, and that was really a unique mechanic. It helped you kind of figure out, maybe I should kill this demon instead of this demon first. We also get a bunch of new planets and locations to explore in this game. We don't just get the Mars facility. We get a bunch of other worlds to explore, including Earth, which is really cool. The game rewards you with extra lives, secret gun attachments, and etc. for just exploring the levels. I enjoyed the Gladiator Arena boss battle in this game. The game forces you to constantly have to adapt and change your playstyles at times. The game forces you to have to melee and chainsaw and glory kill for health, ammo, and armor. Health, ammo, and armor, they're very scarce on the battlefield. So if you want ammo, you're going to have to chainsaw people. If you want health, you're going to have to glory kill them. You want armor, you're going to have to use your flamethrower belch thingy. This game also requires you a lot of patience because you are going to die a lot in this game, okay? So be prepared for that. This game is going to test your patience. And if it wasn't for the fact that controllers were so expensive, I'm pretty sure I would have broken my Xbox controller. This controller that I have, I still got to clean it because this thing is a sweaty mess. When you're playing this game, your hands are going to perspire. They're going to get sticky because you're going to get stuck into the game because it's so fast-paced. I loved about 90% of the platforming puzzles in this game. There are some I want to talk about later in the negatives that just drove me insane. So we'll get into that later. None of the arenas feel like reused assets or arenas. Like I said earlier, we visit a bunch of new locations, which I think with the Doom 2016 game, they were limited as to what arenas you could fight in because they wanted to keep it as consistent with the arena that you were fighting on planet-wise. So there's a lot of things that are not... There's a lot of new things, so there's no reused arenas. Everything feels fresh and unique. You get a total of 8 amazing guns to kill demons with, including a bunch of fan favorite returnings, including the Super Shotgun and the BFG. And all of the things that are returning, they all have tweaks and upgrades to make them feel more powerful. You also get to learn a lot of lore about Hell, Doomguy. I really loved the Mars core mission. That is the campaign mission that you've probably seen in beta and playtesting and reveals and whatnot. It was really cool and I enjoyed it. I loved the music, and especially when you get to use the BFG 10,000 and shoot a gigantic hole into Mars to prevent more demons from invading Earth. That was really a lot of fun. I love the 4th level where you get to fight the first boss. He's kind of like a half Terminator, half demon on roller skates. It's really funny. I enjoyed the Slayer Gate arenas, which are basically player-activated small arenas, and they're filled with a lot of demons, and it's a high risk, high reward, because when you go into those Slayer Gate arenas, if you lose health, armor, or ammo, once you've finished it, you won't be able to get those back when you come out. And they're really hard. I did one of them, and I believe there's 6 or 8 of them in the game, and they're really good. They give you a lot of rewards, but they take you like half an hour or so. So I didn't play through all of them. I only did one just to see how difficult it was. I'm sure it'll be easier to do them now that I have everything unlocked. So do keep that in mind. There's an abundance of health, armor, and ammo upgrades. I love the Titanic-sized human fighting machines that were, fighting the Titanic demons. It kind of reminded me of like Pacific Rim kind of stuff. I enjoyed the part in the game where you end up fighting demons inside of a gigantic demon stomach. It was cool and weird at the same time. The graphics, I'm sure this is something you guys want to know about. The graphics are amazing. They're smooth as butter. They are really good. I enjoyed exploring Doomguy's fortress and finding new areas in the fortress to unlock, including his little hideaway where he has a bunch of toys on a shelf, the elevators that you get to use, and a lot more. I enjoyed the environments that you got to use. The environments are really cool, especially with the exploding barrels and swinging axes that you can use as environmental tools to damage demons and take them out a lot easier without draining your ammo. And I really enjoyed the part in the game, it's really early on, where you end up using a Revenant drone, and those are the demons with the jetpacks with the missile launchers on their shoulders, in case you guys don't know what a Revenant is. And you get to take one over. You get to mind control it and use it to kill a bunch of demons in order to acquire the super shotgun, which was just really cool. Unfortunately, that's the only time you get to mind control a demon, is just in that one instance. I kind of wanted to see it more and be like, hey, this is how you're going to get this gun, and at the same time you're going to learn how this demon is going to behave. Like, it would have been cool to learn, like, hey, this is how a Hell Knight is going to play, this is what their abilities are, and at the end you would get a gun. I kind of wish they would have done that, and I hope maybe in the next Doom game they'll incorporate that, because if you're able to learn how a demon operates and controls and their abilities while also still getting a gun to unlock for yourself, that's a lot of game mechanics that you're learning all at once, and I really wish they would have done a lot more of that. The boss fights are really long, cool, hard, and they're all unique. And what else for positives? This game, honestly, is just filled with a lot of surprises and some creepy demons. So there's a lot of demons from past games, especially 1 and 2, that return in this game that we haven't seen in a long time. You find out at the end of the game that Doomguy, he's not a mortal human being. Let me stress that again. Doomguy is not from Earth. He's not a normal human being. You get to end up fighting the Con Maker, even though she's not the main final boss, which is really nice. The soundtrack for the final mission to battle the Icon of Sin, the Titan Demon, was phenomenal. It's my favorite track in the entire game. It hits that hard rock and metal balance perfectly. And honestly, I was really happy once the game was over with. I'm hopeful that they'll do a new Doom game in about 3 or 4 years, especially with the new consoles coming out. The graphics will look even much better than they are already now. And I highly encourage you guys to play the game. Play the campaign. It can be a once and done campaign, and then you've got the battle mode. But overall, I really enjoyed it. And then I know you guys are probably like, oh no, there's going to be negatives about a Doom game. Yes, there are negatives. So first of all, once you beat the campaign, there's battle mode, and that's it. There's battle mode. There's no snap map from like Doom 2016. There's no team deathmatch. There's no domination. There's just the battle mode where it's one human player controlled Demon Slayer versus two controlled demons being controlled by human players. So there's the battle mode, and then if you want, you can go back through the entire campaign, which I am not going to do because I've got so many other games to play through. You can go back through it, and you can find all the other hidden unlocks and toys that you missed when you were playing through the game the first time. The game difficulty, by the way, is normal. There is no way to change the difficulty at the time of me making this video, at least. There's no way to change the difficulty to easy or hard or ultra nightmare or whatever. It's just normal. You just play the campaign, and that is that. Once you do beat the campaign, there is an upgraded difficulty that you guys can try out, so do keep that in mind. This game does have, unfortunately, a bunch of glitches, and I'm probably going to mention a couple while I'm continuing through the negative section. There's a bunch of glitches where, like, I encountered a couple times where there were demons that were floating, and they're not floating demons. They're supposed to be on the ground. So, yeah. You honestly can feel overwhelmed with so much going on. There's a lot that you end up having to manage. You have to manage all of your abilities, your guns, the demon locations, your health, your ammo, your armor, your radiation suit, your super armor. There's just so much that you have to keep track of. Also, I don't like the fact that there are some demons in this game that cannot be killed with like 1,000 bullets. You can shoot 1,000 bullets at them, and they won't die. Some demons require a melee to kill, which kind of irritates me considering it's an FPS game. Like, if it's going to be an FPS game, guys, make it an FPS game. If it's going to be a stabby game, make it a stabby game. Make up your mind. Don't change the formula just because you want to make an interesting fight. The Hell Knight is the first boss, and that was really cool. Another problem I have with this game is towards the end, the game is constantly telling you that the icon of sin on Earth is a problem. You get this a lot in the last two missions, like the icon, and you get this from Samuel. I hate that robot. The icon of sin is on Earth. It's a problem, and he just repeats it on a loop for like 15 minutes, and it's irritating to listen to. I literally had to mute the game sound so I didn't have to listen to that. I didn't like the demon tentacles. They're just irritating to have to fight. They're just an annoyance. They don't provide anything except to slow the game down. I hated the demon buff totem zone thingies. Those were so annoying. Like, I was able to find them easily and destroy them, but it was like, okay, I gotta go do this one stupid little side quest inside this little arena before I could actually kill all these triple damaging demons. Another thing is that this game ends up telling you how to defeat the bosses. You heard me right. The game will pause for itself for you. And it's like, this is the weak point for the demon. If you shoot this weak point, then you'll kill the demon twice as fast. And it just makes all of them seem easy. It makes all the demon boss battles seem easy. And instead of it being a boss battles, they turn into a chore. So I kind of wish they would have let it where the gamer has to figure it out. Like, I don't know why Doom is trying to make it where, oh, you know, we have 12-year-olds that don't know how to learn how to figure out where a super weak point is for a demon boss battle. Because 12-year-olds don't have patience and we don't have manuals because we live in the digital era. Like, Doom is for hardcore FPS people. If you cannot figure out how to defeat a demon, it's called taking time and strategy and figuring it out for yourself. It's an accomplishment figuring out how you defeat that boss. But now the game is just telling you how to do it. It's a problem. You are actually forced to explore the Doomguy's fortress to progress through the campaign. Like, I don't understand why it was a necessity. Like, I just want to play through the story missions. Like, the Flying Fortress is cool and all, but I don't know why they had to incorporate it so much into the campaign. And you have to go there and you have to explore certain parts of it in order to progress through the campaign. Like I said, there's a bunch of puzzles in this game. There's a super annoying puzzle in this game, and it involves an elevator. Like, you hop into this elevator and you think you need to go forward, left, or right, or do some sort of funky jumping puzzle. No, all you have to do is turn around and then you're inside of a basement. Yeah, I actually had to have someone else help me figure it out because it was driving me insane. I also don't like the fact that this game makes Doomguy seem responsible constantly for the demon invasion. The game basically makes it where the demons and the demon priests are the good guys and that the Doomguy is just evil. Also, the Super Gore Nest mission, I hate that mission from start to finish. I hate it. I don't like any part of that mission whatsoever. Some of the demons ended up never spawning in, so that was a big glitch when I was playing. And I don't understand why these types of glitches happen in a single player campaign when there's no online component attached to the single player. Like, I don't know why these things are a problem. Like, it's just bad coding, I guess. But there were demons that were spawning in, and then there were sometimes I was in an arena and the demons would never spawn in. But you could hear their voices and whatnot, and so it ended up making it where I had to quit the game, restart, and reload at the last checkpoint, and I had to do that like 3 times. So, you know, if you're watching this, the people that made this game, Bethesda, if you're watching this video, please fix that. I do not like the Marauder boss battles. I hate his dog. I hate his ballistic crucible sword thingy. His shotgun is so annoying. And I constantly die to him a lot, and I don't like the fact that he constantly reappeared as like a mini boss towards the end either. When you kill the Hell Priest, they're really easy, especially the last one. It's just really easy and short to kill them. So, like I said, the problem with the boss battles is that they're cool and unique, but they tell you the weakness as to how to kill them, and that's a problem. And to wrap up, towards the end of the game, there were some invisible floors that I could walk on that I'm pretty sure I should not have been able to. And there was also some invisible walls that made me solving puzzles a lot harder. I especially encountered these invisible floors and walls in the level called Urdact. And there was also another irritating puzzle that took me an hour to figure out in the mission Urdact, so I don't like that level either. And then the Icon of Sin battle, I kind of was like, yes, we're going to fight a Titan. We're going to use our Crucible Sword, we're going to use our entire arsenal, and we're going to fight a gigantic Titan-like demon. Honestly, it was disappointing. It was super disappointing. It's just 2 small arenas with a bunch of ads, with a bunch of other random demons, and all you have to do is shoot in one of the arenas all 8 of his armor pieces off, then you teleport and go into a new arena, and then you shoot all 8 of the exposed body parts, and that's it. You kill the Icon of Sin, that's the end of the game. And it was just a really boring boss mechanic. Like, the boss, all he does is constantly smash at you and shoot fire out of the palms of his hands, I mean. It was just a really bad final boss. I was really disappointed at that. When you kill the Icon of Sin, you just don't feel like the game should have ended. It's not a satisfying conclusion. The cliffhanger ending is like, are they going to make another one? Or is this how Doom ends? So, overall, guys, I had a blast with playing this game. I highly encourage you guys to check it out if you guys are hardcore FPS gamers. If you guys like the 2016 Doom game, you will enjoy this. And I'm excited for the rest of what may be coming with this franchise in the future. So with that, guys, I'm giving Doom Eternal, the 2020 game, a 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.